what is the meaning of life? You might have asked this question before, and many people have tried to come up with an answer or a definition. But can this question be answered in the first place? And if so, what is the answer? This morning I was listening to a podcast from Stephen Bartlett with the British comedian Jimmy Carr. And they discussed this question, and Jimmy came up with the following definition.
The meaning of life. Pretty profound.
I'll do it in 5 words.
Okay.
Enjoying the passage of time. That's it. It's enjoying the passage of time.
So he says it's to enjoy the passage of time. And I was thinking about this. I think there is some truth to be found in that definition for me. However, I don't agree with that statement being the meaning of life. Because in my case and in many cases around me, people would endure negative situations and unenjoyable experiences in order to pursue something greater. And if it would purely be about enjoying the passage of time, that would be a very illogical route to pursue this goal of just enjoying the passage of time. So that got me thinking, like, okay, what is the meaning of life? And even if there is a meaning of life, would it be the same for everyone, or has everyone a personal meaning of life? And I was writing about it, and I was trying to find a meaning of life that's applicable to everyone. And I came up with the following. Here it is. The meaning of life is to consciously develop one over time and to die knowing you did everything in order to fulfill yourself from that perspective. This makes it personal to anyone because everyone can create their own meaning of life and has to fulfill their life in that way. However, a negative thing about this definition is that you do assume that everyone tries to consciously develop a meaning of life, while some factors are widely beyond your control, which would be against this statement. And that made me think again, is there even a general meaning of life after all? Or can this question solely be answered on the individual level? Because you can frame your own meaning of life, because that's totally up to you. But I don't think there's one definition of the meaning of life that goes for every human being on this planet, which makes this question so interesting to ponder over and to think about. I did write down also my own meaning of life, because I can say what it is purely for myself, of course. And for me, the meaning of life is to die without regrets, knowing that I lived the life I wished to live. To live, to be, to experience, to pursue, to love, to share, to create. But it's mostly about the no regrets part. And to live a life that when I die, I say I wished I lived this life, that's similar to the life I actually lived. And I do like it a bit more than the one that Jimmy suggested in the podcast because of the following. To purely enjoy the passage of time would be for me to purely do enjoyable things. But to live a life without regrets would be with two sides. It would be to do enjoyable things, as Jimmy said, but also to pursue greater things and therefore do unenjoyable things that will get me to a certain stage where I can do something great, which would leave me without regrets because I sustained hard times to get to a place that I really aspire to be in, if you're still with me. Anyway, that was just like a mind drop of what was in my brain this morning, and I felt like, why don't I just film it, no edits, no cuts, just me speaking my mind in a short format, in the hope that it can make you think as well, because I'm really curious to find out what's your meaning of life, and I'm reading every comment, so feel free to share with me, and I hope to see you soon with the next video. Ciao.